I'm Bryce and I'm 8 years old. I have spinal muscular atrophy.
SMA is the #1 genetic killer of children under the age of 2.
It's a form of muscular dystrophy. It's a neuromuscular disease. It's passed on genetically from my wife and I. And really what it means is that he progressively loses his muscle tone.
These kids get very, very sick. They can't cough like we can. So they get, very sick, pneumonia. It is terminal.
We had noticed with him that, he was missing milestones like, being able to lift his head up, standing but never walking, being able to roll over on his own. So at that point we started to have a battery of tests with him. And we got the news, I think just a few months before his second birthday, that he had spinal muscular atrophy.
Bryce got his first chair when he was just 2, which seems absolutely amazing for a little tiny guy to be able to drive a wheelchair. And he never walked, never crawled. He can't bear any weight at all. He can sit, but he can't, break his fall. If he does tip over, he will just tip over. We dress him every day. We bathe him, we toilet him, we transfer him. So it's hard. It's really, really hard.
Well, I think I've always kind of known about Make-A-Wish. You never really pay that close of attention until, I think you've got a kid that can that's got the issues like Bryce does.
An old coworker called out of the blue and said that she worked as a volunteer at Make-A-Wish and wanted to know if Bryce had a wish, and she wanted to grant his wish.
I still remember the day when we went and did our initial interview with the wish granters. The first thing out of his mouth was, I think a little difficult to hear, and that when they asked him if you could do anything, what would you do? His answer was jump 10 feet. I wasn't expecting an answer that had to deal with something he couldn't do physically.
What most people probably don't understand is that Bryce is absolutely obsessed with basketball, and he lives through the players.
That's Kevin Love's real jersey.
And every day he would play basketball.
Come on, pass.
He'll ask me to bounce a ball or do a bounce pass 100 times a day. So he literally lives through the basketball players.
My room is pretty much full of basketballs and hoops and pictures of basketball players.
He really pays attention to how they do dunks.
I like how the hoops wiggle and how you hang on them. I wanted to go to the NBA All-Star game.
We found out in probably early to mid-December that he was going to be able to go to the weekend in Dallas in 2010.
We were actually able to sponsor the wish for Bryce. Bryce's wish really stood out to me and my family. Basketball's been an important part of our life for a number of years, and so the fact that he was interested in going to the All-Star game, we thought was a wonderful opportunity, and we wanted to be a part of it in some way.
The Make-A-Wish folks had reached out to me, had given me a little bit of insight on his wish, and had expressed an idea that maybe we could put together a send-off party. What began, I think, as a surprise birthday party where the wish was to be revealed, really turned into something a lot bigger. We began the party by having Crunch, the Timberwolves mascot, show up unannounced. And the kids were just ecstatic to see him jumping around, throwing out prizes to the group. As the afternoon went on, more prizes, more exciting things came to happen.
Kevin Love did like a video on the computer. Crunch played it, and then he said that I'm going to the NBA All-Star game.
Thanks to your friends at Make-A-Wish, your wish has been granted, and this year you're going to the 2010 All-Star game in Dallas. Congratulations.
It was very, very emotional and very kind of him.
On an annual basis, the NBA actually grants wishes for 5 kids to participate in All-Star Weekend.
Each child has their own special moment, and it was a surprise to us, but his special moment was going into the locker room, meeting all the players.
And I got to meet Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony. My favorite part was the dunk contest.
And that's where he met Nate Robinson. And Nate came up to him right away.
How you doing, man?
Spent about 15 minutes with him, and he said, "Hey buddy, what should I do? You have any advice?"
So I gave Nate Robinson an idea told him to bank it off the backboard, and he did it. He won 3 times in a row now. He said I was his good luck charm, and that I was a good buddy of his.
Bryce getting his wish granted, I think meant the world to him. He's got, as an 8-year-old, he's got a lot to deal with on a daily basis. And I think it's made even worse when he's so passionate about a sport that really on his own he can't play. It's always hard to see him at playtime with other kids during recess and things like that at parks where you've got kids running around all over the place and he sits there and has to watch it. For him to be part of something that he's passionate about, and to feel like he's really a part of the event and part of the game, and being able to interact with the players, I just know it's something that is so special to him. And to see him have that experience like I did was an awesome feeling.
This was absolutely amazing to us. It was the best day of our lives.
It felt pretty awesome to see my wish come true, see all the cool stuff that they do.
The sponsorships and donations are the things that really make all of these experiences possible for the children that have to live with these life-threatening conditions, and it really gives their families and parents a chance to really share in the joy of the wish.
When you come face to face with the impact that this program has on these kids who have had a difficult time, you have to say to yourself, if I could share the power of a wish, why wouldn't I?